Hey there, I'd like to invite you to our Epic Travel Retreat in 2027. This happens each June. The last couple of years we've been to Curacao, we've been to Aruba this year, and next year we actually took a vote and we're going to St. Croix in the U.S. Virgin Islands in 2027. So the way this works is, generally speaking, folks choose to be there for about a week. The Epic Travel Retreat Workshop happens on Monday, June 7th, 2027, and Tuesday, June 8th, 2027. So there's 2 days of workshop, so the business owner or key team members or spouse can choose to participate in the 2-day workshop that we have. And then the rest of the time, it's just fellowship, hanging out, and goofing off, enjoying the place that we find ourselves in. What we've found is that business owners, generally speaking, don't have time or don't make the time to coordinate with other business owners and figure out how to get out of town and be in an environment that just unplugs us from our day-to-day and our business so that we can connect with one another as entrepreneurs, so that we can actually learn from one another, so that we can work on our mindset, expand our ideas, kind of retouch our vision for where we want to go in life. And this gives us an opportunity to bring our families along for the ride. You know, there are some industry conferences and association meetings that happen each year in your respective industry probably. And they aren't very family-centric, right? It's so focused on the vocation, the work at hand, improving your business, networking, and all this kind of thing. And it's just kind of like not that much fun for your family to be there with you because you're in conference 2 or 3 or 4 days. And if they go, they might be bored. And if they're not participating in the conference with you and they're doing something else, your family's not all together during that time. So this kind of checks off several boxes. The primary audience that we work with are builders and trades and those who supply the builders and trades. That's our target audience that we work primarily with. We've seen so many great ideas and connections happen on these trips, and we're going to keep growing this to a certain point. In Curacao, we had about 25 total people, including family members. Maybe 4 businesses were there. Let's see. This year in Aruba, we had, I think it was 7 or 8 businesses, and there were about 30 or 31 total family members all told. In 2027, we're looking to expand it a bit, and the limit's going to be 20 businesses that can participate. St. Croix, if you're not familiar, is in the U.S. Virgin Islands, so there's not a passport required, as we had to have for Curacao and Aruba recently. The workshop itself is $1,500 for the first person from your business, and any subsequent team members that you have with you or your spouse that you want to have participate with you in the workshop as well, each subsequent person is $750. And rather than trying to coordinate everyone's schedule and calendar, what we choose to do is let you figure out your flights that make the most sense for you and figure out the room that you want. We have worked out an opportunity for a discounted room rate, and there's a link accessible once you've signed on for the workshop. We'll send you the link. This is intended to be great for your whole family. We've had littles as small as 1 or 2 years old all the way up to 18 years old. Your whole family can have a lot of fun with us. I'm recording this video at the end of July in 2026, and right now we already have 7 businesses registered to join us in June 2027 in St. Croix. So that means there's room for 12 or 13 more businesses before we hit that 20 cap. I'm Jason. I'm one of the coaches with Action Coach Business Growth Partners. Bill is our practice's principal. He's also a coach and a master coach. And our goal is to help create an amazing experience that you would otherwise never have access to. Any questions, reach out to myself or to Bill, and we'll be happy to connect with you.